Well, good afternoon, everybody. Talking a lot more to the people out in the plains. We've got a severe weather outbreak that's going to develop in some areas of north central Kansas and south central Nebraska today, continue tomorrow, and maybe even as far east as areas of Missouri and into northwest Arkansas as we go into Thursday. Nothing around here. The tornado watch is out here through 10 o'clock, at least the first one of the day. Parts of southeast Nebraska, much of central Kansas, just to the west of Wichita. We'll get to tonight's storm forecast in just a second. But as far as water vapor goes, some pretty strong upper-level energy swinging in from the west. Strong jet stream coming out, and there's what's called a dry line out here too, and that's what's going to enhance the thunderstorms. Here's today's severe weather outlook. You can see just over here towards Salina, Newton, just on the north side of Hutchinson, they've got this enhanced to moderate risk for severe storms, and that's why the tornado watch has been issued. Storms will begin developing here shortly. I'm recording this at 3 in the afternoon. Now, here's tomorrow's outlook. They've already got a moderate risk out, basically on the north side of Topeka on up towards areas north of Kansas City. So definitely going to watch that area for the highest potential, but there's really a great threat here all across parts of north central Oklahoma into Iowa, across the same areas today in Kansas. But these are the areas up here, St. Joe kind of in the bullseye up there across northwest Missouri for that higher risk for severe storms, large hail, damaging winds, tornadoes. So let's talk thunderstorm fuel. This is the energy they're going to feed off of. This is 10 o'clock tonight, and anything above 1,000, anything kind of lit up there in yellow kind of shows you what they're expecting. As we go beyond this towards tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up there in the plains. Again, we're talking Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska. We're not talking Alabama. Our weather's quiet, warm, and dry. But you're going to start the morning very, very muggy. You're probably going to get a tornado watch by the lunch hour tomorrow across a big area of Kansas. Large hail, we're talking baseball-sized hail, will be possible tomorrow, along with tornadoes and damaging winds. And this is the lunch hour. You see the Cape here, 3,500 joules per kilogram from Hutchinson to Pratt, and Emporia down to Arkansas City. Ark City for my folks there, and Kansas City not looking all that great there either. But this is that fuel that's going to continue by 4 o'clock to sustain these thunderstorms and the big updrafts and the large hail. And you notice how it stays in place into the evening hours, and that's going to be critical, especially for Ark City, Emporia, and Topeka and Kansas City as we go later into the night. You'll see that in just a second. Here's tonight as we go on into the evening hours. A lot of the activities probably going to be focused in and around Hutchinson up to Salina and to the north, and then, of course, up into Iowa. And then maybe an isolated thunderstorm back here west of Ponca City and Blackwell might affect you down there from Winfield to Ark City. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And then kind of a cluster up here after midnight. I think the bigger event will happen tomorrow as we go through the day. In the morning hours, just warm and muggy and perhaps a little cloudy at times. Look at these temperatures warming way up. 88 Topeka, 86 Emporia, 87 in Hutch, 87 in Ark City. As Salina, a cluster of thunderstorms moving through around 4 o'clock. So I think our watches will start coming out during the early afternoon hours for these areas out ahead. The main area energy is probably going to be focused up here from Salina to Topeka along I-70, even towards Emporia north of Newton here as we go into the evening hours. But you notice down here southwest of Ark City where a lot of your severe weather comes from. We're going to have some areas we'll have to watch from really Wichita down I-35 towards Ark City as we go into the evening. And notice by 7 o'clock there's more development back here south of Salina and over just to the west of Topeka. So an ugly evening setting up there in Kansas tomorrow evening, and it could be ugly tonight as well. I'll probably have some updates from the Fastback Saloon coming up on that later tonight as those storms get firing up, if I can. Here's the 10-day forecast for areas of North Alabama and the Tennessee Valley. 86 tomorrow, 88 Thursday, 84 on Friday, and then storm chances coming our way this weekend.